Everyone, welcome back to NFA Review Channel. Today, we're going to be reviewing the Silencerco Spectre 9. Now, if you guys remember all my SHOT Show booth interview videos, then you remember just how geeked out I was when I was holding the suppressor in Las Vegas earlier this year. And that is because I am a nerd when it comes to the more niche-oriented suppressors, because I already have a large collection of the super large diameter, super quiet suppressors. I like the smaller profile cans. They're just more fun to shoot. Even if they are a little bit louder, their use still has a place in the suppressor world. And we are going to cover that today with the Spectre 9. So let's go ahead, cover the details as quick as we can here in the studio, get some beautiful shots on screen for you, get nice close shots of that baffle stack, or should I say the exterior welded tube. And then we'll hit that range, bringing a plethora of hosts for you guys to see and hear and see just how it does. Let's go ahead and get to it. All right, Silencerco stepping up the game with their box here. Really nice. And inside we have the Spectre 9. It is a little tight. That's only because I reinstalled it in the box with the piston installed. It does not ship like that. I was playing with it earlier, all right? So sue me. Inside the bottom, you'll find your Alpha tool and your Spectre 9 tool. We'll go ahead and grab those out so I can just quickly show you how those work later. All right, as usual, let's cover the basics here. Overall length on the Spectre 9 is 4.76 inches. The diameter is 1.37 inches, and the weight is 3.9 ounces. Yes, 3.9 ounces. Where's that weight coming from, or should I say lack of weight? 100% titanium construction with grade 5 and grade 9 titanium. Then you have a high temperature black Cerakote finish on there. Calibers, of course, 9mm and 300 blackout, but it can also handle 300 blackout supersonics. You just have to keep to a semi-auto firing schedule. But it is full auto rated on any of your 9mm flavors, and full auto rated for subsonic 300 blackout, which is pretty sweet. All right, average metering on 9mm and 300 blackout, as tested by Silencerco subsonic ammunition. They did not specify a host, most likely, knowing them, a Glock 19 or a Glock 17 with the 9mm subsonic came in at average at 132.7 decibels and 300 blackout. Again, most likely a 16-inch barrel shooting subsonic 220 grain ammo, came in at 133.3 decibel average. MSRP $879 retail on the Silencerco website. Capital Armory, you guys know they're a sponsor here on the channel. They are awesome. Go check out their website. Their price $799, and then my gold members on Patreon get an additional 10% off, bringing it down to $719. So $700 range here for the suppressor that, as you guys know, suppressors are taking mere days now to transfer, which is making buying suppressors right now very exciting. So now that we got the boring specs out of the way, let's go ahead and cover what makes this suppressor so unique. First things first, you guys probably guessed that it looks very similar to the tried and true Omega 9K Spectre 9. They are identical in length, okay, but diameter quite a bit smaller here. I will show you some close-up shots here. Again, might not translate well on camera, but I'm telling you, just holding it here in person, it is substantially thinner. And Silencerco says it meters better and sounds better than the more girthy, older model Omega 9K, which I love this suppressor. This is actually a new unit. I had an old one that I sold with my transferable MP5, and that suppressor was a workhorse. I put that thing through the ringer, many tens of thousands of supersonic and subsonic ammo, through K-guns, full-size MP5s, you name it, it was beat up left and right, and it never quit. So this is actually a brand new unit that they sent just for a size comparison for you guys here. And you can also see based on the welding lines on this tubeless baffle stack, that there are more baffles in the Spectre 9. So what was the Spectre 9 designed for? What does the end user want this for? Well, again, it's under 4 ounces, and it is designed for 9mm subgun use and, of course, some 300 blackout. Now, most of you out there are not going to be buying such a compact suppressor for your 300 blackout rifle duty. You have other suppressors out there for that, larger rifle cans. I have to guess the majority of you guys out there want this for your 9mm PCCs, like your B&T APC 9s and your MP5 variants that are widely available, and any Glock mag lower AR9, stuff like that. Pretty cool fun fact, because of its weight or lack thereof, it is compatible with Glocks with select fire sears installed, which I am an 0702. I happen to have one, so I'm going to tinker around with it. I've actually never changed the barrel out in it and throw the threaded Glock 17 barrel in there and see if I can get it to run with the suppressor on there on the range, which would be pretty sweet. But the majority of you guys probably use this on a pistol, which is exactly what I wanted it for. I just got this really sweet HK P2000 in OD green. It was a limited run. This was a impulse purchase on Gunbroker. But as you can see, it barely just lines up right with the top of the factory height sights. Actually, I swapped these sights out, but they are factory height. They're not suppressor sights. These are just Trijicon HDs. And as you can see, you can just kind of shoot both eyes open and look through the suppressor just fine, especially with that bright orange front dot. And again, not really feeling much weight on the front of this gun. It actually balances with an empty polymer gun pretty damn good. Just really noticed that just now. I haven't really had much time to play with it. I did a garage pop with it into my bullet trap, shot 5 rounds, and it functioned fine. It sounded great, especially in a metal box. So that's essentially the end user. The end user is going to be, compact to full-size gun use and your 9mm PCCs. Now, as far as the mounting options, you can use all of the compatible alpha mounts, and that is what is on the back of the suppressor right now. So it does include an alpha spanner wrench for the rear, and then you can remove it as such, and I'll show you some close-up shots there if I can of the baffle stack. Again, many more baffles than the older Omega 9K. And then if you need to take apart their booster assembly, you can use the included Spectre spanner here and just remove the retaining cap on the back of the booster assembly. I'm not going to do it all here in the studio to bore you to death, but you would just remove that. The piston would come out, and you could change it out with your 13x5x1 left hand for your metric threads, like your HKs and Sig Sauer 9mm hosts. And of course today, I ordered that threaded barrel in 1/2x28 to make my life much easier. So we'll just put this back in there. Now, you can also use their 3-lug mounts. So I'm going to see if it is compatible with my Henry 357 38 Special. So we'll be able to shoot this on 38 Special today, 9mm handgun, a 300 blackout rifle, and of course a semi-automatic 9mm. So pretty excited about this one today. When I saw this at SHOT Show, I wanted it right then and there, and they finally made it happen. And I am excited to show you how this runs out on the range. So let's go ahead and pack up and get out there. Before we get shooting, a quick word from our sponsor, Capital Armory. They're the nation's largest silencer dealer and have expanded their silencer shipping ability to multiple states, with even more on the way. They can still ship directly to Texas residents, but they can now deliver silencers directly to your door for those in many other states. The process is simple and keeps everything in-house. So there are no additional dealers, transfer fees, or headaches. They manage the entire process from start to finish to make your life easier. The process is very simple. Once you purchase a silencer online through their website, you'll be contacted to begin your online customer profile to provide them with fingerprints and other necessary information to complete your e-file Form 4. After the ATF approves your form, Capital Armory will initiate electronic transfer paperwork with you, and your silencer will be mailed directly to your front door. And the best part is, your customer profile only needs to be done once, so you'll be ready to go for all future orders. Head to capitalarmory.com today to learn more. Shot through the berm weeds on that one. Fuck yeah. Damn it. I'm gonna shoot that again for you guys. You deserve it. You get the idea. All right, guys, ending thoughts on the Silencerco Spectre 9. Let's cover the tone. Pretty much identical to the Omega 9K. So if you guys have any time on the range with a Omega 9K, you're gonna be very familiar with the capability and tone profile of the new Spectre 9. They say it is a little quieter. I really couldn't tell. I did bring a brand new Omega 9K out there along with a brand new unfired Spectre 9 and shot it on the MP5. As you saw in the opening scenes for this video, I didn't really notice any difference. So it sounds the same, and that is not a bad thing. I love the sound profile of the Omega 9K. It's just a thinner version. So, and lighter, substantially lighter. So, as far as first round pop, didn't really hear any out on the range. I heard a little tonal changes between shots 1 and 2 when I was plugged in post-editing. Not very noticeable to most people, just myself. I do this every week. Nothing to be concerned about. I really wouldn't label it as first round pop. I was just noticing it. Point of impact shift, nothing. I was shooting point of aim. I was roughly, I don't think I put it on the video yet. Where now shooting the profile views, I was changing the microphone location laterally, you know, on the ejection port side and the non-ejection port side. But as far as my distance to target, it was roughly 30 feet, and it was just pop shots. Obviously, I don't shoot the steel on purpose because you guys will be annoyed and hate me, but every now and then I will shoot it just to give you that tonal change. You guys can hear and compare the sound levels and stuff. So it did really well. There's not much else to say. I love the new mount on it. The booster, I like the machining on it. Looks good, works really well with the spanner wrenches that they include with it. So, I mean, it's just a cool 9mm/300 blackout niche can. Unfortunately, I didn't bring the mount for 300 blackout, but if I had to guess, on a closed action like a bolt action 300 blackout, probably gonna sound pretty close to the 38 special lever gun that we were shooting today. Anytime you have a bolt action, which is what I would have brought out there, they're gonna be pretty close. So yeah, if you guys have any questions on the new Spectre 9, please leave it in the comment section below and I will get to it. And if you wanna hear this in person, Silencerco will be at Suppress Fest 2024. I'm sure they will be shooting it on 300 blackout as well. So since you missed that in this video, you'll be able to hear it in person and of course purchase them on site with Capital Armory. So go to suppressfest.com now to get your tickets because they are selling out fast. And I'll see you guys next week for another video. Catch you later.